Good morning. So today I'm in the foods lab. I've got a problem with one of these sinks. Let me show you what it's doing. So this sink here, what the foods teacher said is that the hot water side doesn't work. And I came by, oh, this is a few weeks back now, and I tried it out, and there's water on the cold side. But when I flip it over to hot, this is what I get. Now, it could be a variety of things. It could be that the hot water supply line itself is full of air and it needs to be flushed out and all the rest of that. But I don't think that's what it is, considering that on every other faucet, we've got no problem with the hot water side. So let me show you what I'm gonna do. In order to try and troubleshoot this, what I wanna do is I'm gonna switch the lines, the hot and cold side. And in that way, I can determine whether or not it's a problem with the supply or it's a problem with the fixture. Just basic troubleshooting to narrow down the problem. And then once I figure out what the problem is, then I can go ahead and try and repair it.
Buckle up your seat as I give you a day in the life of facilities maintenance.
I couldn't find my kneeling pad, so I just grabbed my knee pads instead. I look like I'm ready for some roller derby. Well, interesting. This was not opened very far. Oh, this is a very short throw valve compared to this right side. To open this one, there's 1, 2, 2.5, almost turns. To open this one, 3/4. Shoot. Because you know what that means? That means that this problem could potentially be with this valve. Most likely. Well, we'll find out. Very quickly. Anybody that's watched a few episodes in the past, especially plumbing episodes, and has a keen eye may notice that this is copper pipe coming out of the wall here. I'm in the middle school now, not the high school. If this were high school, this job would be terrifying because this would be CPVC coming out of the wall. But the high school was built in 1995. And this portion of the building, which is our current middle school, was built in 2004. So it got the copper pipe treatment, not the CPVC treatment. So let's open these back up and go back upstairs and see what happens. So the left side, hot water, is now being fed by the cold water supply. Well, that tells me right there that the problem is not the fixture, because I bet you yeah, I'm not getting anything now. That means that the problem is with the supply itself, but I know the other fixtures are working in this room, so it's that shut off. And the fact that it'll only open and close about 3/4 of a turn, that was a clue. So yeah, I need to shut the water off to fix this. Awesome. So I'm gonna go explore some of my previous repairs in the gym weight room area. No, I can't even open those doors now. That's another story. Yeah, let me show you. So you may recall the shutoffs in this weight room behind me. So this weight room has had a makeover. I'll show you this. And those shutoffs were there. The problem is that the guys who built it, when they put the flooring in, they didn't allow for enough space to open these. So I can't really get in there right now unless I take the hinges off. Well, now I have to find the legend that tells me what these control, because it was on the back of the old panel cover. Well, when simple doesn't work, go complicated. I'm just taking my thermal camera here and looking at all the lines, and I'm shutting off everything that's hot. I was trying to avoid shutting off all the hot water to the middle school, but it looks like that's the direction I'm gonna have to go, which is that big 2-inch pipe right behind me there. Now, before I run out to the store, I am gonna check, because I might have a shutoff in here. And there it is. I do have an old one here, but I don't want to replace old with old. And this is also very quick install. So I'm going to be out of here pretty quick.
1, 2, 3.
Years since these have been apart. Oh, wow. And it shows. Whew. Leverage. Leverage is your friend if you can get it. Oh man. Okay, well, if that's not undoable, I've got a lot to work with here. So maybe I just cut this off. Again, I wouldn't be cutting this off if this wasn't seized, but it is seized, and there's enough pipe here that I can work with even after cutting it off. So that's why I've chosen to go this route. Your mileage may vary depending on your situation. Good grab on that pipe, and I want this to go down to at least there, so the edge of my there. We're good. I can go turn the water back on and we would be set. Ideally, you measure back and make a mark before pushing this on, so that you know for certain that you've got it on all the way. In this case, because I had cleaned up the piping, I was able to see how far I needed to push it. Okay, there we go. Repaired. Well, turned on the hot water at the tank where I shut it off, the 2-inch line. So the moment of truth. There we go. That'll probably run mucky for a bit because there hasn't been any water flowing through this supply for a while. There's our hot side. There's our cold side. I'll let that flow for a bit. And with that, my work here is finished. Thanks so much for watching. See you next week. I guess I need to shorten these doors before I can actually say I'm done.